Hey everybody, this is Steve Kane with Rolling Strong. I want to take a couple minutes and tell you some tips on how you can get the most out of the nutrition page in the Rolling Strong mobile app. Nutrition is a really important piece of what we're doing when we're trying to find our way to optimal health. Nutrition isn't just about losing weight. Nutrition is really about how our body functions, how it metabolizes, how it processes cholesterol, brain function, a lot of things that's really essential for us as drivers, as professional drivers, because we want to be alert, we want to be attentive, we want to be healthy for safety reasons and for our own personal health reasons as we're moving up and down the road and getting home safely to our families. So nutrition is just a really important piece of it. If you click on the nutrition button on the Rolling Strong mobile app, which is the third button down from the top on the main screen, it's going to bring you to a whole list of menus. And the first one that you're going to go into is your nutrition profile. And if you go into nutrition profile, you're going to see some graphs in there which change as you pick the different selections below that. But first you want to make sure you enter in your proper height and weight, your activity level, and what your goal is. If you want to gain weight, lose weight, or maintain your weight. And then as you pick the different dietary plans, such as heart healthy or ketogenic or muscular or endurance, which is the one I'm on as a triathlete, it's going to automatically adjust what your calorie intake should be, your calorie goal, and what your macro intake should be. And when we figure that out, that really allows us to get almost scientific when we're logging our calories and our macros throughout the day, because we then know what your limits are. So if you go into your log food and drink tab, you're going to see some more gauges at the top of the page, and it's going to give you some markers in there, so you understand how many calories you should be eating, how many fats, carbs, and proteins, and of course we're going to have a gauge in there for earning points, because we give you points for every healthy choice you make. So once you're on that part of it, you can go into log food and drinks. You can either scan foods and drinks. We have access to hundreds of thousands of scannable items that come from your grocery stores. You can predict meals, which means based on your biometric information, we are going to find the healthiest choices at restaurants within a radius of where you're standing. So if you pull into a truck stop and you're not sure what to eat, Predict My Meal can give you some guidance. And we also allow you to enter food in manually. So if you just click on the search box, you can type in any food name that you want, and chances are we're going to find it, whether it's at a restaurant or it's something at home. And any of those, whether it be through Predict My Meal or it be something you've scanned or something you've manually typed in, you can save those as a favorite. And if you save an item as a favorite, you can go back at any time and look it up quickly and add it to your daily menu plan. And so then what happens is you're going to watch your gauges throughout the day start to move. You're going to be focused on your calories. You're going to be focused on your macros. And it's interesting because if you're on a ketogenic diet where you're on a much higher number of fat grams and a lower number of carbs, it gets interesting as you get later in the day. You can see how difficult it really is to hit your target fat grams and still keep your carbohydrates as low as they should be. So those are some examples of how to use the program. And then of course you can go in and you can look at your meal history. You can look at an individual day. At the very bottom of the screen on your meal history, it's actually going to show you what your target calories are, what you've consumed, and it's going to show you what the remainder of your calories are. So at any time during the day, if you want to see the physical breakdown and see each individual item that you've logged through the day, which by the way we break it down by breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack, you can really see what that looks like throughout the day, and you can see how many calories, carbs, fats, and proteins you have left for that day. If you don't really focus on that, it's going to be really hard to maintain the type of nutrition you want. And you don't have to do it forever. You just want to do it until you build a new habit. Healthy habits are hard to build, but once you get those habits built, they're a lot easier to maintain. And if you have trouble understanding any of this, just go to the coach page and contact a Rolling Strong coach, because that is what they're there for. Our coaches are in place to help you set up programs like this and maintain these programs. And once you get going on it, if you need meal suggestions, if you need some help in figuring out what some of the right items to eat are, or even recipes, you can click on the tab in the Rolling Strong app under Nutrition called Meal Suggestions. You can sort meal suggestions by ketogenic or heart healthy or endurance or muscular, and make sure you're getting the type of meals that are built for the goals that you have. And when you look at those meals, not only can you log them right to your nutrition plan if you have a meal you pick, but you can also click on the little R at the top of the meal, and it'll bring you to the recipe. And it'll allow you to make that recipe. We've scanned all those in there, and we've made it really easy. So if you're doing meal prep or just need help in learning how to eat properly, the meal suggestions button is fantastic. There's a lot in nutrition. We've really taken our time to build something out that works for you. You have to get in there and start using it. And again, if you're not sure, just reach out, contact Rolling Strong Coach. We're here to help you be successful. We're not going to let you fail. Reach out, make this a community, make this a partnership, set your goals, and begin your personal transformation. Make it happen. I'm Stephen Kane with Rolling Strong, and I'm super excited to see you on the mobile app.